So, who is Access Autism? It's an Austin Community College student-led organization who meet weekly to learn and grow on our social thinking and skills so that we can better adapt to the world around us. We build friendships, provide education to others to understand our individualism, and we collaborate as leaders so that we are understood as individuals who are no different than anyone else. And so I'd like to present to you your Access Autism leaders, President Sloan Dudley, give us a wave, Vice President Iva Millsap, Secretary Miles Jackson, where you at, Miles? I don't know if you can see him, and Treasurer Danielle Moak. There he is, there's Miles. Give us a wave, Miles.
Hi.
And then myself, Samantha Thompson, the advisor. Access Autism, give it a wave. Everybody in Access Autism, can you give us a wave? This group has worked very hard today to bring this presentation to you. You're going to encounter some really awesome things, artwork, original artwork, songs, and we're going to start this off with a documentary created by our own Juan Montalavo, who is one of our Spring 2020 RTF graduates. So turn up your volume, sit back and relax and enjoy this documentary. Once the documentary is over, Juan will explain the reasoning behind his documentary. Please enjoy.
Every so often, slowly my emotion goes off, his hand goes differently. So Blue takes a few of her friends and goes. I got the perfect idea for a villain. I got a perfect idea for a villain. Randall is the patsy. Randall is the patsy. Oh, watch this.
Okay. I'm Sloan Dudley. I am 19 years old and I am the president of Access Autism. When I first met Samantha, I was meeting with my assigned advisor for my area of study here at ACC for the first time. And I started seeing all of these autism-related things around her office. And of course, naturally, as the oversharer I am, I said, "Oh, I have autism." And her next response was, "Oh, I'm an autism specialist." And the conversation just kind of grew from there. She started telling me about the work that she does with students here on campus and how she had this idea for this group and all of these things. And yeah, it just kind of blossomed. That's such a cute guitar. It's so small.
My name is Miles Jackson. I am 22 years old. I was interested in Access Autism because of all the resources that I knew it would provide, and just knowing that I could be a part of an organization specifically for people on the autism spectrum, it would be very beneficial to me.
I'm Iva Millsap. I'm 19, and I'm the Vice President of Access Autism. This group will help me with socializing when I'm out of school. And I've been learning more social skills that I can use outside of the environment. I recently had the role of reaching out to the ACC resources that we have here and communicating and asking if they would like to be a vendor, if they would like to table at the Autism Awareness event.
I know for us, we're still quite a few. Yeah.
You got them all right.
Oh, nice.
You're the second person to do that.
My name is Samantha Thompson. I am the advisor for Access Autism, a student-led organization. I am the person that had kind of the idea about this organization and helped start the organization with the students in mind, with what I thought would be a pretty good idea for the individuals with autism getting together and building relationships in a group. That being said, yes.
We should draw up kind of like a small book, or a manual, like a crash course for student accommodations in ACC for not
That's
just
a really good idea.
not just for us. I mean,
that.
we can
That's
get
what this
we can get
organization's
together and write that.
I'm gonna write
But
that
I
down,
think that it
Alan.
had to be done for
Thank
pretty much
you.
everybody, since last time I saw SAS, or pretty much all the time I've gone in there, I am literally the only person there.
Members of this organization, we're always looking for members to move up into positions too, as leaders. And we want that. We want that for our members to move up and become leaders. So know that. And also part of that is volunteering. Coming forward, showing your peer support, and showing leadership skills, and showing us that you want that too. We can't just go, oh yeah, you make a great leader. Well, you have to kind of show that you're going to be a good leader.
You know, ACC is moving in a good direction to support these students. So I think this is kind of the first step in raising awareness. And, you know, I congratulate ACC for actually allowing, you know, opening the box a little bit to be a little more open, you know, and allowing students to feel open about it. It makes it a good place to work, so that students, working with students and seeing that they feel good and supported, like I said, it just feels good to work for somebody like that, you know what I mean? So hopefully it'll keep moving in that direction, and there'll be more supports offered even further down the road. So that was the documentary that Juan created for his final project here at ACC. And so I'm going to let Juan talk a little bit about this and what inspired him to make a documentary on this particular subject. So Juan, take it away.
Hello, everyone. I'm Juan Montalvo, and yeah, as Samantha just said, I created this documentary primarily as a way to do one of my final projects for one of the final classes I had for my graduating semester. The only requirements were that I make a documentary about someone or something. And I had known about Access Autism the previous semester in fall 2019, and it sounded interesting because I've known I've been autistic since I was 12, but I never, or as far as I'm aware, I never had any close friends, relatives who have autism. So I thought, oh, let me see how this group works and let me meet other autistic people. And so while I was filming a documentary, I also got to know a lot of these people, and I had a great time. And I was pleasantly surprised by how cooperative everyone was, because again, as a student film crew, it was very small. It was me, a cameraman, and some people who are managing the audio, like microphones and things like that. But nonetheless, you still, you need to arrange things. You need to ask people to uh, be in certain areas. So because of that, I realized, okay, I'm asking people to sort of change up their routine, and so uh, I understood if maybe a few people weren't comfortable doing that, but to my surprise, everyone was okay with it. And an even more pleasant surprise was that everyone was just so natural. Once we started filming, I noticed that people were not looking at the camera, things like that. People were just doing their usual thing. So that was, again, another pleasant surprise. And even after I was done with the documentary, I'm still a member of this group because, again, I was just so impressed by everyone and I enjoyed the socialization. So, yeah, it was a great time. I'm happy with the way the project turned out. Of course, given what happened with COVID, there were certain things I couldn't do, like let's say get some more footage if I needed it. But what I did have was essentially great. So I'm very grateful that the group allowed me to uh, film them for my project, and I'm also very happy that uh, I was able to more or less create the documentary I wanted to create, especially given the conditions we were under. And again, I'm so glad that everyone was able to watch it.
Thank you, Juan, for sharing that with us. So later on, we'll have a Q&A panel, or we have some Q&A as we go through. So if you have questions for Juan, you can also post them in the chat. And just, I think this was a great project for Juan to do.